Welcome back. This is Sandy with Sandy's Organized Chaos, and this is my 80th vlog. Happy Halloween, everybody. So happy to see every single one of you. So first off, I want to say thank you guys so very much for all the well wishes for Jeff. It truly means a lot to us. Thank you so very much. Like I said, we still don't know what's going on with him. Just a lot of tests that he has to have done before I guess we really know for sure what exactly is wrong. So it's just one of those things we're just gonna have to keep going and go from there. But it is what it is right now. But we're in pretty high spirits about everything he's going through right now. So again, thank you guys so very much for all the well wishes. We're also doing that giveaway that we talked about last Sunday as well. This guy is gonna go out to one of you guys. I'm so excited for this. I need to do this more often. But before we start talking about all bulk shipping and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead and announce the winner to the cup now, and so that way you guys can go out and do your trick-or-treating and stuff like that. And then, you know, of course, come back and watch me, okay? I mean, again, this was completely random. Thank you guys so much who commented and all that stuff. I so appreciate it. But the winner for this cup is Adelia Barker. Thank you so much, Adelia, for being here, for being a part of my YouTube here and everything like that. I so appreciate it. So Adelia, if you could email me at sandysorganizedchaos@gmail.com, and I will be able to get your stuff shipped out to you this week. Today we're just going to quickly go over what I use for my bulk shipping. So just getting my bulk stuff for my shipping, because I know it can be kind of costly. So it's all about budgeting. It's all about what you can do with the money that you have for your shipping. So hopefully the things that I kind of show you guys today help you out a little bit more when you come to budgeting for your shipping supplies. So let's wake up, prep these tumblers, and slay all day. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna go over some packaging. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what I use, because just like you guys, we all have a budget, and it really depends on your budget as to what you'd like to do with your packaging. It doesn't matter. You go as little as just putting your tumblers back into its protective sleeve, back into its box, and then putting it into your box to ship it out that way, and just putting a little bit of butcher paper around it. I'll show you guys my butcher paper, but I just buy a big roll of butcher paper right at Sam's Club. I believe it's $24, and it lasts a really long time. But that's all I would do when I would ship my tumblers out, because like I said, we're all on our own type of budget. But the things I'm going to show you are just some little extra perks that it costs a lot at first, but it lasts a really long time, and it just gives a little bit more extra detail to your packaging if you would like to. And of course, again, it is not mandatory. So some of the things I like to do when I would ship out my tumblers is I would love to make up my own stickers. Now I would get my stickers off of onlinelabels.com, and actually I would get this off of Amazon. It's the same exact price as if you would buy it from Online Labels. And in fact, if you go onto Online Labels, you can actually get more finishes. You can get more shapes and all that kind of stuff, because the only thing that they sell on Amazon are the matte white. And you can actually order smaller quantities. So if you only want, 1 sheet or 10 sheets or anything like that, you can actually get lower quantities to check it out and see if it's right for you. But this is what I would get. I would just get one of these big containers. It would last me a very long time. And I would stick now these aren't my SSC. Let me see here. I thought I had my other stickers. I guess I don't. I think I used them all up, but I'll show you guys my old stickers I would use for my glitters. But they just come in a little square. You can either decorate it right online. They give you a website to go to, and you can upload your designs and stuff like that and print it out all yourself. Or you can actually go on to, like I said, Online Labels, and you can actually upload your design straight onto there, and you can have them print it and ship it to you that way. Whatever way you guys find best for you. But this is all I used to do when I would label my stuff up. And I always made sure, where is it? On any of the boxes, so I would put a sticker like this, like on top of my box, and put it in there. And then on the outside of my mailing box that I would ship out to the customers, I would always include like any type of social media that you want people to find, because you never know who's going to see that box, and this is your way of kind of promoting yourself. So I would stick a YouTube thing out there. I would stick another one of these stickers on top of the box, and because you never know who's going to see it and be like, oh, I'm going to have to check that out. So it's a great way to kind of promote yourself whenever you ship your items out. But I would use these, like I said, on my packaging and stuff like that. Now, as far as like thank you cards and stuff, you know, I just would get mine right off Amazon. Again, they just come in these big sheets. You would have to do it up yourself in Word, figure out the spacing and everything. I had Jeff do it for me. Maybe another time I can kind of go over it and show you guys how to do it. But it's just these little, they come in a sheet and you print, and you can reverse print on the opposite side for your thank you cards. And that's all I would do, because again, we're all on a tight budget. Or if you want to do something fancier, you can have like, these are from my chaos box. This is from my first chaos box. But you can actually have postcards made up. But I just went on to Staples online, and I just have my postcards made up that way. You can go into Create or Canva or whatever it's called. I use Spark. It's a Adobe Photoshop thing, and you can have your stuff all made up with the size that you want it on, and then have it printed out. And it's relatively cheap to have, you know, 50, 100 cards made up, and then you have those that are real fancy to put in your box as well with your orders. But again, there is absolutely nothing wrong with just printing it up yourself on these sheets of paper, just doing it up, having your thank you stuff, your how to handle the things like that. It's not a big deal. On however you want to go, you know, super fancy, or, you know, just the basic stuff. Now, if you want to go a little bit more extra and add things like stickers into your stuff, you know, with your logo and everything like that, I really like Sticker App. It's relatively cheap. It takes about 2-3 weeks to get your stickers, but you can upload your logos right into there, and then they can have like a sticker with your logo on it and to stick to things, you know, however you want to do it, like I said. Now, as far as what you want to do with your tumbler, like I said earlier, you can just put it right back into its protective sleeve that comes in most boxes. Tumbler blanks that you purchase, most of them have a protective sleeve inside of a box, which, like I said, that's typically what I would use. But if you want to go just a little bit fancier, you can find all kinds of tissue paper right on Uline. Uline is a great place to buy bulk, and it will last you a very long time. So if you can afford it 1 month to purchase a couple bulk things here and there, I highly suggest that, and it will last you for months. So, well, it actually depends on, you know, how many tumblers you guys are rolling out the door every week, but it should last you a pretty long time. But you can get your just regular tissue paper there to wrap your tumblers in, and then put one of your stickers that you had made up right on top of it, your thank you stickers, and then put your little cards right in your box as well. And they are good to go with that. Now, as far as like packaging around the outside of your tumbler inside of the box itself, you can also go onto Uline, and they sell giant boxes of crinkle paper, which is very pretty. You could do that. Or, like I said, you can simply go to Sam's Club and get a giant roll of butcher paper. I just rip a piece of that off, put it around the items that I want to keep safe, and it works just as well. But I know Uline also sells this kind of paper there, which if you would rather use that, and they also sell it in sheets. So it doesn't matter. Like I said, it just depends on what kind of budget you have and what you would like to do as far as the packaging on the inside goes. Now, as far as boxes and shipping them out, again, completely up to you. I would always just go on to USPS, and I made a login, and I would just order all my boxes from there. They're free. I would do the regional rate A, and I would do the regional rate B, and I would also do the shoe boxes. I believe Jeff made a video for that. I'll attach it up above for you guys if you want to check that out, but he goes into more detail on how to get the boxes. But this is all I did, and I would just order up hundreds at a time to have them on hand, because sometimes you can't get them, especially around the holidays. So I would just order a bunch months in advance, so that way I knew I had my boxes to be able to ship my stuff out in. But that's what I would use. Or, like I said, you can go into Uline, and you can get yourself a fancier box to put your tumblers in. You know, if you want to go the fancy route, then has a fancy box to put your tumbler in that way as well. And again, you just go onto Uline, you type in your measurements that you're going to need, and they'll show you the bulk pricing for all that stuff. So either a free box, you know, depending on what you want to do, and this kind of box. And it also depends, you know, with shipping. Are you offering free shipping? You know, are you having the customers pay for shipping on their own? It all depends on that as well. You might want to look into seeing how much this costs versus this, and really go from there as well. Now, I get a lot of questions about this guy. This is my tape dispenser. This is my tape. I have my tape specially made at Sticker Mule. I'll attach the Sticker Mule thing down there if you guys want to check it out. But I do purchase fancy tape. I uploaded my image and do it that way. But a lot of people ask about my machine here. And this is actually just a prototype through the company that my husband works for, because they do it packaging tape. I know I'm buying my own pack, but they don't do custom packaging tape, okay? They just do tape for like Amazon and stuff like that. But this is just a little prototype, and it actually comes with a bunch of watt tape, because this is called water activated tape, because it gets wet on the backside and then you smack it down. But this machine does it all for you. You pump it out, it has the water that comes through there, and it gets the backing wet for you, and then you just cut it. And there you go, and you slap it right onto your box that way. But I will actually put a link to that down into my description box if you guys want to check it out. It's really a great, because I know you have to cut your tape yourself, you know, wet the backing yourself and do it that way. But this automatically pumps it out for you, you know, makes it wet for you and cuts it. So that way you don't have to do all that stuff yourself. So I'll make sure to put that down below. You'll only be able to find the link here, like I said, because this is just kind of new to the company. So I'll make sure to put it down below for you guys. Or you can just simply get one of these tape guns and get your tape. You can find these anywhere. I think Sam's Club sells them. I think everywhere sells these, or you can get it online. I mean, it doesn't matter. Again, it's all on your budget. This is how I did it to begin with. This is what I did. You know, I just used my this tape and all that. I didn't get too fancy till later on when I could afford in my budget to be able to get the fancier stuff. But it all depends on what you guys want to do and how you want the look of your item to be when you go to ship it out. And when I print my labels out, I actually got my Dymo off of Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was selling their old one, and that's how I got mine. I was very lucky to find it so cheap, because these are very expensive. They are, and the extra rolls of tape and everything that go in there. But I got mine. So just look around, see if anybody's selling an old one. That's exactly what I did. But what I used to do is just print it out right on, you know, I'd print my labels right out onto paper, and I'd have to cut them out and tape them down to my boxes. But I tell you what, this really saves some time, especially when you have a lot of orders you got to get out the door. So I highly suggest just looking into it, figuring it out, seeing when or if you should get it, and fitting it into your budget. I also purchased bubble mailers by bulk. So as you can see here, it is a huge box. I can't remember how many come in this box, but I just buy bulk of these and have them on hand when I need them for certain things, because I don't know what you guys are shipping out. You might just be shipping out posters, or you might just be shipping out keychains or whatever, and these work great. So I just buy in bulk of that. And again, I'll put that into the description as well. Now, this is all my crinkle paper. I go through 10, 20, 30 pounds of crinkle paper for my chaos boxes. That's so I just, like I said, I just buy by the pound. But one of these 10-pound cartons could probably last you guys a couple months for sure. So like I said, it doesn't matter what your packaging looks like. Some people really care about packaging, some people don't. But honestly, you know, especially with what we price our tumblers at, we might not have a lot of wiggle room in between. We got to pay ourselves, right? So we might not have a lot of wiggle room in between when especially when we're first starting out. So it's okay to put it back right into its box, put it back into its box, slip it in there, Those stickers that I showed you guys, they're relatively cheap. When you can afford it, get them, print them out yourself, have a cute little design made up, put it on the top, you got yourself a fancy box. And then when you're shipping it out, put all your label, you know, your stickers on top as well, because like I said, you never know who's going to see that item. And this is your way of promoting your business, because you never know who's going to see it and then go check out what you sell. So it's really all up to you on how you want your business to be perceived to your customers, and what your budget is. I think I should say the word budget a couple more times, you know, but but it is really a big deal, because you have to have a budget. You want to go in the green with your business, right? Not into the red. So you just have to work everything out and figure it out, you know, with cost of everything. Maybe that'll have to be something separate we'll talk about. Anyways. And again, congratulations to the winner. Make sure you message me or email me at sandysorganizedchaos@gmail.com, and I'll get your tumbler shipped out to you right away. And I can't wait to kind of do some more things like this with you guys. And one more time, happy Halloween. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, amazing rest of your night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.